Okay, so at the end of the last presentation, I was doing the U.S. Constitution, and I was getting some weird things. And that's actually due, I put, I'm going to go back to it so you can see it. The longest word. I was putting a P, right? I put a P here. And what the P was designed to do was show me where the beginning and end. And pretty quickly, I was getting some weird stuff, right? But look, P and then representative. What this actually represents, by the way, is actually a weird control character. And so it was coming in and somehow got copied into that document. It wasn't in Frankenstein, so it wasn't working. So immediately I put this P thing in here as a mechanism to figure out, hey, why is this happening? Right? My string copy and so forth. So I created another alternative, found some immediate problems, of course. Argument should be only one, right? So this is the one position. So zero is automatically given. So argument given to this should be only equal to one. So it's not less than or less than one. It should be less than or equal to one. That's why I was getting um, that's why I was getting this every time I read it. And it was like I was getting some weird thing. Like I was getting this. And that's because it's trying to open the file and cannot. Okay, that's why you're getting that. But anyway, go back to what we're saying is, so what I did was I was like, wow, I know it's a weird character. So then I tried to remove punctuation, and you can see in longest word, I think I left it in there. No, I didn't. I tried to start removing all sorts of extra punctuation by adding to the tokenizer. It did nothing. And so I'm like, okay, you know what? I got one for you. I'm gonna blow you up. I know it's a control character in there somewhere. I know it is. So what I did was I removed everything that's not an alpha or a dash, right? And so now that control character is gone. Now when I use long word, bang. Even it, and it does in fact work for dashes. I got the dash in there, bang. And you can see that I left the P in there, unfortunately. Let me go remove that. Um, right? Because I was trying to see why it was, and it sure enough, it was a control character. And how did I know it was a control character? Pretty simply, let me see if I can move this. Pretty simply, I'm going to show you again with the other one. Okay. So with the longest word, right? If you go longest word here, you see this weird thing where it says P. I put P on each side of this. It's just a character. It prints the word P, the letter P there inside the printf. But you see this one and you see this one, right? Great. Look at this one. P notwithstanding. Notice that there's nothing there. Why is that? That is a control character and it's wiping it out and it's screwing with the string pointers and so forth. So by getting rid of them, we no longer have that problem. Okay. Also, with the long word, I actually removed the check to see for the new character because I'm actually removing the new character. I'm turning it into a space. And as a result of that, that new line is becoming a space. So we now no longer need to worry about it. And so, ta-da, magique. Yes. Now, what if I wanted the second longest word? I would just add multiple things and just keep um, less than, greater than as we go through and use multiple catches. But it's actually quite simple. Yes. Now, having said that, I clearly ran into a case where I had to use, the is alpha and so forth to remove those things. Every now and again, you remove it, but be in mind, you need to check it with alternative files. Alternative files like Frankenstein, note Frankenstein has no problem. Look, if I go long word Frankenstein, I've never had any problem with Frankenstein. Oops. Why is that? The reason is, and note, I did actually get a different answer, but the reason is it's actually quite simple. Okay. Um, wasn't there an 18 before? Let's see. Longest word. Oh yeah, there we go. Self-satisfaction. It's because self-satisfaction has a that counts as 18 because of there's a comma there. If that comma is removed, then it's not the longest word, and that makes total sense, right? So, ta-da! But without that punctuation, and that's a more accurate, what you call a half extinguished is a word, and that's great. Yay! I thought it was self-satisfaction, but self-satisfaction would be half extinguished. It's going to return the most because of the way it works. It's going to return the first word that has that long the longest string. The first string that has 17 characters. Um, and I knew that representative, by the way. I knew that would be representatives. By the way, I knew it ahead of time, but it is what it is. But it is functioning right now. I will submit the text. This is it for 10.7. Expect there to be a lot more examples, but most of your homework is going to follow this. But it's also going to hit, right now you're opening a specific file. As you can see here, we're opening a very specific file and doing something with that file. For your homework, obviously you won't get it till the end of like the week, 10.9 or something. Um, we'll actually include the file directory. You'll have to open up it. You'll be given a directory and then scan all the files in the directory. All right, thank you very much. And that ends our recording today. Thanks.